Here we have two JARViE Powerline modem shields. One is connected to an Atmega 2560. Another one's connected to an Arduino Uno. The modems allow you to communicate over power lines that are connected to these two connectors. Let's see what happens when we connect a wire between these two green connectors on each of the shields. So now we've connected wires between the two shields. We can communicate with these modems over DC power lines or AC power lines. So for AC, polarity doesn't matter, but for DC, this would be the hot wire and this would be the negative wire. The master and slave shield here will communicate with one another. The master sends a message over the wires to the slave. The slave then blinks saying it received the message and then sends another message or acknowledgement back to the master. The master then blinks saying, hey, I received the message, and then the cycle repeats. Master sent message, slave says, I got it, then sends an acknowledgement back to the master. Master says, I got it, and then repeats. Now I've plugged in the Powerline modems into the wall outlet. The slave board is now on this side and plugged into an outlet over there through a very long extension cord. And then the master board has a very, very long extension cord that goes all the way to an outlet over here through about, I don't know, maybe that's like a 50-foot extension cord. Going back. So now, as I said before, the master board sends a command to the slave. The slave board then sends an acknowledgement command back to the master, and it blinks. And then the master board then sends a command to the slave. Slave blinks and it received it, then sends the acknowledgement back to the master. The master says it's got it by these LEDs blinking. If I then unplug this power to the master or the slave board, you can see that the master continues to send the command. The slave is no longer blinking. One thing to note is that for the JARViE PLM shield, the 115 volts from the outlet powers not only the shield, but then the Arduino board underneath it. So there's a power supply on board, or basically an AC to DC converter that takes the 125 volt AC or so, and then converts that into DC voltage, and then that DC voltage is regulated and then fed in to the Arduino boards or whatever board you're using to plug this shield into to power it.